it's easy to ask this retroactively because they made a big run at the end there, but in games like this where maybe there's stuff working against you with the road trip and coming back from that, and is there maybe some evidence here that some of those bench guys maybe could get minutes earlier as like an energy boost?
Yeah, I thought they did a great job when they went in, just putting us in position to have a little energy and a shot to bring it back. So that's a credit to them for putting us in that position.
And another home loss. It's kind of tough to explain. Like, what do you think is going into all these losses at home when you were? I know we've asked this before, but I mean, it just keeps on happening.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, regardless of where you play, you just got to stick to the process of winning. So the things that go into winning, you just have to do those home and away. So that's the most important thing.
Coach, as we know, Kyrie Irving is one of the best players for stealing. What was your strategy before the game for his stealing performance?
Well, he had 4 of them, so he did a good job of that. But, yeah, he's a great player. Both ends of the floor, he's got quick hands. He has the ability to time passes, time dribbles. And, he did a good job of that in the first half.
And also, your bench players, do you think it will be a problem at the playoff or at the finals also? Your bench players' performance, do you think it will be an issue at the playoffs?
No, not at all.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Joe, you've talked in the past a lot about how offense can affect your guys' defense. You missed a lot of layups earlier in this game. How much do you think some of your defensive problems were directly related to that versus sort of taking that out of the equation and just being better on defense?
I think first half was a little bit of both, right? They had 21 points in transition, and it was a combination of 10 of those were off our turnovers, and then the other 11 were probably a combination of a missed layup that puts you in a disadvantaged situation, plus Klay Thompson had a great first half. So I think it was a combination of both of those things where it was a transition defense because of the product. We were 8 for 18 on layups in the first half. Missed layup is just as dangerous as a live ball turnover because of the ability to get out in transition. So just a combination of Thompson getting hot, us not doing a great job on him, and then a combination of our 8 for 18 on layups and the live ball turnovers. So that plays a part in it.
And then when you look at what the bench guys did at the end of that game, how much of that type of thing sticks in your mind when you're looking for rotation decisions in future games, or maybe looking to insert some of those guys for energies? Like, how important is a stretch like that for you when you're looking to make future?
Oh, it's huge. Yeah, I mean, that's everything, right? I mean, everybody has a role. Everyone has to perform, and they did a great job of doing that. And to me, that goes a long way into finding when guys can be able to help us regardless of the situation. So it's a credit to them. I thought they handled it really well, and, that was good.
Joe, in the offseason, you said you didn't just want the target on your back. You wanted to see the red dot between your eyes. You were animated about the pressure of being the repeat champions. And teams have responded in kind. This is a finals rematch. Dallas comes out fast. They come out and they score in bunches. It looks like that target is indeed on your back, if not between the eyes. How are you enjoying that pressure? How do you think you're navigating that pressure? And do you think the players agree with you on that?
I think it's been great. I mean, again, there's no compass as to what it's supposed to look like. And, so at the end of the day, the regular season gives us a ton of information of the things that we need to build towards. And it's been a great journey. I mean, that's part of it. And so thanks for reminding me of that, and I'm having a blast.
Joe, is it to the point this season where you're not quite sure how you guys are going to perform from game to game? Like sometimes you just can't call it? 7 turnovers in the first quarter after winning at Cleveland, playing a complete game there, then the sloppiness, is that catching you off guard, or is there a reason why you guys come home from trips and just aren't as focused?
Well, I think you make an interesting point there, because I didn't think we played a complete game in Cleveland, but the win can disguise some of those things. So at the end of the day, it's more about the process of what we're looking to do. We had stretches of really bad basketball at the end of the first half of Cleveland, but we were able to work through that. And so to me, the result doesn't matter as much as the process working towards that. So I didn't think we played a complete game in Cleveland, and I didn't think we played one tonight. It was just longer stretches of the process and the details that we didn't do a great job of.
Can you put your finger on the inconsistency?
You said it best. I mean, there were 7 turnovers in the first quarter. We were 8 for 18 on layups, and they had 21 points in transition. So I thought that, put us in a tough spot in the first half.
And defensively, you made adjustments to Thompson, but Marshall and Dinwiddie and Exum, is that because of confidence now, that those guys have confidence that they're doing that? Like
I have
as
no
much
idea
as shot-
about
No,
those
no.
guys' confidence.
Yeah, but just like
I've never spoken to them.
no, I know, Joe, but do other guys get confidence when they make early shots? Do you
Oh yeah,
notice-
absolutely. I mean, if you see the first one go in, I think that everybody's different. I have no idea how they respond psychologically to it, but I would imagine if a player sees the first one go in, then they got a better chance of making the next 2 or 3. I would think so, but yeah.
Joe, I know it's not the main thing from tonight, but just that fourth quarter stretch, what do you think enabled them to? I think Drew Peterson and Miyashita Keita, they outscored those guys by 17 in their 9 minutes. So what do you think was kind of the key to that run that maybe you can kind of build off of?
Yeah, I mean, they played great. I mean, they played with energy. They played with, they executed on both ends of the floor, and they did their job. So it's a credit to them. But they played with they were just ready to play when they went out there. So it was good.
Joe, you talk about the process a lot. You have a game like this where you miss a lot of layups. It's not a normal thing. You guys generally take care of the ball, but you turn it over a lot. It's easy to kind of look at that and say it's an aberration. But you talk about the process. How do you avoid somebody maybe blowing this off as, well, this just doesn't usually happen, and have it be like a focus on, well, we didn't have a good process, and to internalize it and take it and learn from it and all that stuff?
I mean, I think you take a look at what are we second in the league in turnover percentage, and we're top in 2-point field goal percentage. So the process is what we've done over the course of, I mean, we've played 45 games. So that's the process, is what we've done over the course of the entire season.
Right. So
Yeah.
when a game like this happens, is it like you just blow it off and be like, well, it's part of the bigger number, or like, because
I mean, you definitely don't blow it off. You watch them, you look at them, you understand where you have to be better. Some of them came because of our spacing. Some of them came because of our ball security. So no, you don't blow it off. But from the standpoint of like what we do, you look to do over the course of a long period of time. And so no, you definitely don't blow it off. We'll watch it. We'll figure out where we need to get better on those, and then you trust the process of what we've done over the course of a 45-game stretch or whatever it is, that we'll more times than not be the best version of ourselves. You know what I mean?
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks.